Today is a very special day for me. It is my birthday.
So I just got done putting Isaac down for a nap, and this is what I found on the outside of his door. This is from Brianna. Love her. I don't want to fall down the stairs while I'm trying to record this. Follow the trail of rose petals and notes. And don't mind my messy stairway here, guys. Aww. Look. Oh, I'm a great YouTuber. Thank you, Brie. Oh, this one's really special. Aww. Follow the trail. Look, it goes all the way back here. This is elaborate. Set it down. There we go. And friend. Aww. Aww. Love you, Mom. Chocolate! Chocolate! Thank you! You're the sweetest. I am officially 1 year older. That's all you guys get to know. No, if you've been following me a while, you probably know how old I am. But, you know, it's just another day here. But I am finding today to be incredibly difficult to get motivated to actually do anything, and I'm not sure why. So it could be the weather. Like, it's really rainy and dreary outside, and I don't know, just kind of feeling like not doing anything. So I did the dishes. So that's a, you know, check on something for the day. I'm going to share with you guys a quick recipe that someone shared with me about this time of year, and I kind of forgot about it, and I decided I needed to make it today, and I wanted to take you guys along with me. I'm going to be making a kale apple salad before you switch this video off because I said kale. It's so good. I have really found ways to make kale taste good because I do not like kale. I have what's known as the bitter taste gene, and so everything tastes extra bitter to me, and kale is pretty bitter. So I've found ways to jazz it up and make it delicious because it's really one of the most nutrient dense foods that we have access to. So I want to eat it when I can, but I can't eat it just as it is. So I'm going to show you guys how I make that. But before I get started, I quick light some candles and make my house just feel a little bit more holiday-ish. Because I'm definitely gearing up for the holidays, as most of you guys are too. I have seen a myriad of people putting their trees up since Halloween on my Facebook feed, and I'm like, what in the world? I refuse to put my tree up till the day after Thanksgiving. Are you one of those people that put your tree up before Thanksgiving or after? I am definitely an after person. So I'm gonna go ahead and light my candles now, and we'll get started making this kale apple salad that you will love if you try it. Just try it. Open your mind, try the kale. Maybe. Got the house all cozied up now. I found this soap yesterday when I was out shopping, and I love like fall smells, fall anything. And this is Meyer's. It's an acorn spice scent, and oh my goodness, it smells amazing. I'll put a link to it in the description below so you guys can go buy some because it smells like cinnamon and like holidays. I don't know how else to explain it. So let's go ahead and throw this salad together. It's a really quick and easy salad. This is something that you guys could take with you to a party or just make for a lunch. I like to make this during the holiday season because it's a really great thing that you can do like in bulk and bring it to parties and have something that's a healthier option for sides when everybody's bringing like mashed potatoes, casseroles, things like that. And I know those things are delicious, but it's nice to have something healthy to choose from as well, so that you're at least setting yourself up for success. And I am definitely trying to set myself up for success for the holiday season because I know me, because I know I'm going to want to eat everything in sight, and I know I'm going to want to eat way too much of it. Like, I just know me.
So I'll be sharing with you guys though over the course of the next couple of weeks, just some healthier recipes as I'm thinking of them or as I'm doing them, like healthier substitutions, I should say, for like really great options that you can bring with you to like your Thanksgiving dinners or potlucks or things like that. One of my favorite I'm gonna be sharing with you guys really soon is the sweet potato casserole. And ooh, I love sweet potato casserole, but I don't like it with like the marshmallows. If you're like one that loves sweet potato casserole with marshmallows burnt on the top of it, this one's not gonna be for you. I don't like marshmallows, I never have, but I do like that crispy, crumbly crust at the top. But oh, it's so high in sugar, not healthy for us. So like I found an alternative and I started making that like 2 years ago, and oh, it's like my favorite thing and most requested thing for me to bring to like potlucks or family gatherings. So I'm gonna be making that, and I only make it during Thanksgiving. So I'll show you guys that here in a video coming up pretty soon as well. So let's go ahead and get started making that salad because I am hungry. Okay, so you're just gonna take some already pre-cut kale, maybe just 2 really big handfuls. Is probably about the equivalent of 1 whole bunch of kale that you would have cut the rib out of. So this just takes that extra step out of doing that. So we're gonna add a tablespoon of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. This is freshly squeezed lemon juice, but you guys can just use whatever you want, I guess. This is just the only way that I do lemon juice, so. All right, then you're just gonna toss that right there. Just mix it all up good. And then I'm just gonna put a dash of salt, however much you want. There's no real measurement for the salt and pepper in this recipe. Kind of do it to taste. And I only have this type of pepper, but if you guys had like the coarse ground pepper, it would probably be better actually. Okay, what's wrong with my pepper? Cheap pepper, that's why. I asked my sweet 17-year-old to bring me salt one day, and he brought me this packet of salt and pepper. I'll try it this way. There we go. He said, I couldn't find you any salt, so I just bought you this thing. It was like these 2 together wrapped in plastic, and I was like, okay, thanks. So a tiny little thing of salt, but you know, hey, I'm grateful. We're gonna do 1/4 of a cup of chopped dates. Throw those in there. And we're supposed to do 1/4 of a cup of slivered almonds, but I don't have slivered, I only have whole. So I'm actually gonna take these and crush them, and then I'll put them in there because I don't really want whole almonds in the salad. So I'm gonna do that and be right back. So that's all done. You guys can see that I just used a dough roller. Yeah, I just kind of work with what I got. I threw the almonds, the whole almonds, in a little Ziploc bag, and then I just gently went over them to crush them a little bit and make them not whole. They're not exactly slivered, but they're not annihilated into tiny little pieces either. So that's 1/4 of a cup. I'm gonna just dump that in there since I've already measured it out prior. So we got all of our ingredients in there except for the apples. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the apple now. This is an entire apple. It calls for Honeycrisp apple, but I did not have a Honeycrisp apple. So you guys work with what you got. I only had just a regular Fuji apple, and that's just what I used. So I'm gonna go ahead and just mix all this together, and then basically you can eat it right away, or you can let it sit in the refrigerator overnight and eat it the next day. So you guys can try however you want. I'm actually gonna eat some of this today because I'm hungry, and that's what I'm eating for my between lunch and dinner snack, so to speak, like my small meals that I'm trying to get in the habit of making sure that I'm eating every day. This is gonna be one of those middle of the day small meals. There we go. There's your kale apple salad. Kind of messy all over the bowl, but there we go. As I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to prep for the holidays and get myself in the, I guess I'm just a little bit nervous about the holidays coming up because I have a really hard time saying no to food. I really do. I'm just being completely honest with you guys here, and you're gonna see a whole lot more of my honesty here on this channel because I have to have accountability, and this is my accountability, and I know there's so many more of you going through the same struggles as I'm going through when it comes to food and dieting and weight loss and all the things that go with it, that I'm like, ugh, this is so hard. It really is. And
I feel like I'm in a war and there's lots of little battles along the way. And some of those battles I win and some of those battles I don't win. Some of those battles I find myself like face first in a big P.F. Chang's plate of honey chicken. And some of those battles I find myself eating kale apple salad. So, you know, I win some and I lose some. But here's the thing. I know that if I don't prepare myself mentally to go into the holiday season with an I'm not going to leave it 20 pounds heavier attitude, then I'm going to be more successful. I don't know how much more successful, but I know I'm not going to at least go into it head first saying, throwing all the caution to the wind. I'm going to eat whatever I want for the next 2 months. And January, I'll just do my New Year's resolution like everybody else and lose all the weight. I don't want to do that again. I've done it every single year. And so I'm prepping. I'm just trying to mentally prepare myself, get myself in this mindset that I'm not going to just throw everything that I've worked so hard for this year specifically away. I've really been thinking about how to continue letting you guys know how I'm doing on my journey because I'm not there yet. I've not arrived. And I feel like this is the best way for me to do that is just take you along with me during the week or, you know, throughout the week. I may be vlogging what's going on, what I'm eating, how I'm feeling, if it's working for me, if it's not, whatever it is for the moment, and just kind of let you into my world because I feel like it's so important to be honest about where I'm at. But a lot of you may not know, you may have only just started following me when I started actually posting my Nutrisystem journey, but the Nutrisystem weight loss that I experienced was only a fraction of my journey so far. I have actually lost, I calculated it the other day and was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize it. I have actually lost 50 pounds. What the heck? 50 pounds in the last 2 years. That's a pretty big deal for me. And that is not including my baby weight. Okay. Like that's not while I was pregnant. I gave birth to my son and a month later, I was 214 pounds still. So 214 pounds was where I was at when I actually started trying to sort of make better choices in my life. Now, I've been up to 230 pounds before in my life and got down to 128. So I've lost 100 pounds in my lifetime, like over the course of it took me like 4 years, but I've gained it all back because I did it wrong. I did it fast and I did it wrong. There would be periods of time, maybe like 5 or 6 months where I wouldn't lose anything and I'd get frustrated and then I'd starve myself for 3 months and I'd lose a whole bunch of weight. So it took 4 years, but it wasn't a steady eating healthy, learning to retrain my brain type of healthy. So I just want to be honest with you guys and let you know where I'm at, but also where I've been, because it may not make sense to you if you're trying to follow my journey and you're like, hold on, how much weight has she lost? Because it's really important for me to see where I've gone so that when I'm in these lulls, like I'm in right now, you guys, I'm in a serious lull right now. Like everything is slow go. And I need to be able to go back and look at where I've been and encourage myself with that. So, oh my goodness, 50 pounds in 2 years. I was 214, now I'm 164. And now I say 164 at the time of this filming, but I did the Chloe Ting 2-week shred challenge. I'm gonna be posting that video this coming weekend for you guys on Saturday. But when I did that challenge, I lost some weight doing that and it was great, but I definitely feel stronger in my body. So there was a lot more benefits, and I'll share about that in the video, to doing the challenge than just weight loss that I found. And although I did lose weight, I find myself fluctuating greatly between 5 and 7 pounds. I will gain 5, lose 3, gain 7, lose 2. I'm kind of in this back and forth place right now. And honestly, the reason why is because of a lack of consistency. I have not been consistent with eating healthy all the time. And it can get tough. Like you guys know, the struggle is real. There's going to be times where maybe I'll eat completely healthy the entire week, but then on the weekend, I'm like, bah, my husband's off work. We're going out to eat all weekend long. And then I get on the scale on Monday morning and I've gained like 3 pounds or 2 pounds or 5 pounds. Or I get on the scale and I'm like, oh, I'm doing great. Look at me. And I'll get real comfortable with where I'm at. And I'll kind of start making poor choices, or I'll get lax in my decisions. And then boom, right back to the extra 5 pounds. So I've been battling this 164 to 167 to 162 and back all over the place. So currently though, today is exactly 50 pounds of weight loss. So I was like, what? That's awesome. I say all this to say, like, it's not easy. I am going through some stuff. I am battling it for sure. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm definitely not where I was. And even going back and watching my first few videos where I started vlogging about my weight loss journey, I couldn't believe it. Like even in my face, I was like, wow, like my face is so much thinner. And you don't realize, you know, you're with yourself every single day. So you don't realize how much weight you're losing or how much more fit you look when you're with yourself on a daily basis, because you know, you look the same to you. So take some before pictures and make sure that you're doing some progress pictures if you're on a weight loss journey, because it will really help you. And if you guys haven't seen those videos, I'm gonna post them right here. You can see them. You guys can just go like check out my face and see the difference, or go see some before and after pictures. But unfortunately, when I was about 214 pounds, I didn't want to take pictures of myself. I refused to do that. So I didn't actually start taking any kind of photos until I was about 194 pounds. I might have one or two from right around there. I have to dig them out though. They would have been accidental pictures because I was not interested in getting my photo taken. But I really feel like this is an important topic to continue talking about with you guys and sharing where I'm at on my journey to losing the weight that I'm trying to lose. So technically my goal when I started vlogging my Nutrisystem journey was to lose 60 pounds. I think I still have 30 more to go. Yeah, so I've lost 30, I need 30 more. That's about where I would be comfortable weight-wise, as far as being able to fluctuate between that 134 to 143 or 144. Between those 10 pounds there, I will be good. I just know my body doesn't get to a certain weight and stay there. It goes all over the board. And if you guys have watched my DNA fitness test results, you'll know my DNA says I have an increased risk of weight gain rebound. So it's not easy for me to keep it off once it's off. So you really have to fight for that. And I'm fighting for that. But I'm fighting for it from a different place than I've ever been before. And it's not easy still. And there's days when I really just feel awful about the choices I've made, or I'm not in the right headspace, or I haven't lost weight, or I'm struggling to get my workout time in, or whatever it is. I am a human being just like everybody else. So I have struggles, you know, like I battle the same things. But the mission for me is to be healthy from the inside out. And that means mentally and physically. So I'm working on all of it, and it can't all be done at once. You know, like I didn't get this way overnight. I'm not going to be fixed overnight. And I have to realize that. So I hope you guys will continue to follow me on my journey to losing 60 pounds. I have 30 pounds down. I have 30 pounds more to go. And, you know, just encourage me along the way. Follow me on Instagram, see what I'm doing over there. You guys will be able to see my struggles and my family and things updated more in real time, obviously on Instagram. So you guys can follow me, and then we can be friends and connect that way as well. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you do that for more healthy from the inside out videos, and give this video a like if you like the kale apple salad. Thanks, you guys. Have a great day. Bye.